going to hold up.
And one of those teams next to skate, representing Germany, Aliona, Savchenko, and Bruno Massot, last year's silver medalists at this event. Teamed up in March of 2014. And won bronze at last year's Worlds.
Now that is what an elite triple twist looks like. As good as any twist in the business. Side-by-side triple sows fighting to hang on. Double axel. Just gets a little off balance and the twizzle catches an edge and she is down. Such a silly mistake, but really takes you out of an otherwise great performance.
She can't believe she did that.
I just love how she's reacting to it. She's laughing about it. In years past, she takes things so seriously. She looks to be just having so much more of an enjoyable time out there over these past two seasons.
This can't be an easy time, though, either. You know, as you mentioned, she hurt her ankle at the Grand Prix in France, and she couldn't practice triples for several weeks. You know, fully expected to come in here with watered-down programs. And I think there were a lot of unknowns in this event.
And that's the hard thing, especially when you're a team that's this powerful. An ankle injury just adds a lot of question marks. It changes the timing. Then when you're coming down from these massive throws, and she's not a small jumper on her own, that's a lot of tension on those ankles, knees, and hips. So with the pre-existing injury, you got to think that she's questioning things every single time that she comes out of the air.
And here's what we know for certain about Aliona. We'll never know how much pain she's in because she is probably one of the toughest competitors I think I've ever met.
Easily one of the toughest pair skaters in my generation. And what was so interesting to me is when she hurt her ankle, it was midway through the long program. She completed the program and didn't even react to the fact that her ankle was hurting until in the kiss and cry after their marks. But here's a look at that massive triple twist. And when we talk about the explosiveness that we see in the elite pair teams, that's exactly what we're talking about. Now, the side-by-side jumps got a little wild. You can see they both go up outside the curve and fight to hang on. So important in these instances when you need to skate clean to find your feet on the landing, because sometimes the takeoffs go up and they don't feel great, but you have to find that foot. Now here's the trip on the twizzle. Such an uncharacteristic mistake, but so great for her to be able to laugh it off. Yeah, it was just lovely, especially in slow motion. But she got back up, got into the program. Hopefully they still get a level on the footwork, because that could really be the difference maker with these top Russian teams to go.
She was with her former partner, Robin Zolkovi, for 11 years. They had 2 world titles, 2 Olympic bronze medals, 4-time European champions. Were you surprised that she came back?
I wasn't, because I had heard rumors that she was going to come back before the Olympics even happened. But she certainly has found her love for skating, and it's so apparent. It's been such a joy to watch her over these past 2 seasons.
73-76. That is just enough, by about a point, to put them on top over the Russians. She can't believe it.
Well, they'd be sitting at around 76 points if she hadn't fallen on such a silly maneuver. Because it happens in the middle of the element, not only do you get the 1-point deduction for the fall, but then you also lose on grade of execution for the footwork element. So it really hits you twice, as opposed to just falling outside of an element.